Thanks for joining us tonight on the Tuffnell At 10. I'm McDick. Tonight's Tuffnell At 10 is going to be a review of the month of May, which seems to have resembled a complete dumpster fire here in the country of Canada, mostly at the hands of our federal Liberal government. Our first story tonight, kicking off the 1st of May, when an obscene gun ban was brought down on Canadian firearm owners by Justin Trudeau and Bill Blair. We now join our field commentator, McDick, at the Tuffnell firing range for him to weigh in on this gun ban. What can you tell us about this recent gun ban?
Pull! Shit. Yeah, this gun ban's pretty much the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of in my natural-born life.
What on earth are you doing shooting skeet with a .22?
Oh, well, that would be because Justin Trudeau and Bill Blair have effectively banned basically every shotgun that Dick would use to shoot skeets, hunt geese, or ducks with.
That's entirely impossible. We have Bill Blair on record actually stating that this gun ban would not affect any recreational use of firearms in Canada whatsoever. Can we go to the clip?
I want to assure hunters and farmers and target shooters in this country that nothing that we are doing today or will do in the future is intended to interfere with this lawful, responsible, and legal activity.
Well, it would appear that they've tricked you along with a whole bunch of other Canadians because they've effectively banned any firearm with a bore diameter greater than 20 millimeters, meaning any shotgun that a typical skeet shooter or bird hunter would use has effectively been banned in Canada.
That's still pretty hard to believe. They've informed us all that they were banning military-grade assault weapons.
I'm glad you mentioned that, The term military-grade assault weapon is something that doesn't exist in Canada. I believe they're trying to convince you to think that they're banning automatic weapons here in Canada, which are already prohibited. Actually, they've been prohibited in Canada since 1970.
I'm sorry. Automatic firearms are already prohibited in Canada?
Yeah, that's right, even before this ridiculous gun ban came into place, you're only allowed to have 5 rounds in a centerfire rifle here in Canada. That's it.
Only 5 rounds in a magazine? Looks like our government's at it again, trying to fool the population. Well, thanks for weighing in, and good luck to you hitting a skeet with that .22 caliber.
Yeah, thanks, I need all the luck I can get. Hopefully the RCMP doesn't change the FRT overnight and make this .22 caliber illegal by tomorrow morning without me knowing about it.
Well, one could only hope, Now, let's take a moment to head out to our field correspondent, Big Mustache Al, with a weather update in the Tuffnell area. Big Mustache Al, how's the weather looking out there today?
It's Saskatchewan. It's windy. What the hell did you expect?
Thanks for that in-depth weather update there, Big Mustache Al. We'll check in with you later in the program. Speaking of May, Green Party MP Elizabeth May made a declaration at a press conference in Ottawa that oil is dead. We now tune in to McDick, our field commentator, for his tuning on Elizabeth May's statement.
Oh, well, that's very thoughtful of Elizabeth May to say that. Very thoughtful.
That's not quite the response we were expecting from you. Can you explain?
Yeah, well, very simple. So it's very nice of Elizabeth May to help educate the world on the history of oil and gas. Because oil and gas was actually at one point in time a living organism, and after it dies through natural effects of the earth over hundreds and thousands of years, it actually turns into oil and gas products that we extract from the earth and use it in everyday life here in Canada and the world.
Okay, yeah, there's the problem. Elizabeth May was indicating that the oil and gas industry is dead and should be abandoned.
Ha! Would Lizzie care to tell everybody how she got to this press conference in which she's saying it? Was it on the back of a magical centaur that eats hemp and drinks coconut milk? Or was it actually on a plane that's powered by oil and gas products?
That's more the response we were anticipating from you, Yves Blanchette of the Bloc Québécois also sided with Elizabeth May, stating that the oil and gas industry should be abandoned. What's your thoughts on that?
Does this mean that Monsieur Blanchette will be returning the hundreds of billions of dollars they've received in equalization payments directly from the pockets of the oil and gas industry? Probably not. Perhaps Mr. Blanchette and Elizabeth May should team up and lead by example in showing the world how they can live without oil and gas products. I would assume we would stop hearing from them in very short order.
Well, I've got to say, I'm with you on that one, Quick. Hey, that looks like some Saskatchewan beef that you're raising in the background there.
Yeah, that's right, Quick. Nothing but the best Saskatchewan beef here at the Bar Ranch. We do what we can to keep the world eating.
Saskatchewan beef, a high-quality source of protein and 14 essential nutrients, including zinc and vitamin B12. Nothing better, Quick. Thanks for raising it for us. Now, let's take a moment to check in with our traffic correspondent, Big Mustache Al. Big Mustache Al, how's traffic looking out in the Tuffnell area there tonight?
Pretty quiet out here. Just like those 22 seconds when Justin Trudeau got asked about Donald Trump.
Oh, that was a pretty quiet 22 seconds, BMA. Thanks for having your finger on the pulse of the traffic out there in Tuffnell. We'll check in with you later in the program. And another big occurrence in the month of May, Justin Trudeau teams up with the NDP's Jagmeet Singh and effectively suspends Parliament until the 21st of September. We now go to our field commentator, Quick Dick McDick, for his thoughts on this. Quick?
I'm sorry, Quick. I must have misheard you. Did you just say they suspended Parliament until the 21st of September in the middle of a dumpster fire in our country?
That's right, Quick. Parliament has effectively been suspended until the 21st of September.
So, have they also suspended their obscene salaries, seeing as how they're not planning on showing up to do their jobs?
I highly doubt it, Quick.
Has someone also told Justin Trudeau that he's no longer a drama teacher and is not entitled to a summer vacation? We're suspending Parliament due to COVID-19 concerns, but it's perfectly fine to show up at an overcrowded protest?
I know, seems a bit backwards, hey, Quick. If you have a look here, you would see that these appear to be much tighter quarters than you would ever see in Parliament or hiding at your cottage.
So does that mean if they've suspended Parliament that they can continue to free spend without being held accountable for it? That's like having a drunk farmer at the Farm Progress show without his wife there to control his spending.
Well, in all fairness, Quick, they are going to allow the opposition 4 hours on the 17th of June to debate estimated $150 billion in emergency government spending.
That's $37.5 billion an hour. That's like having Ituna, Foam Lake, Sheeho, and Invermay on fire all at the same time and giving the Foam Lake Volunteer Fire Department 4 hours to put it out. Put these fires out, guys, then we're headed to the lake for the rest of the summer. What do we pay these monkeys for?
I hear you, Quick. I hear you.
Like, what's next? Are we going to increase the amount of paid sick days and hang it on employers?
Actually, Quick, that's already happened. That was the bait that Justin Trudeau used to get the NDP to side with him to adjourn Parliament until the 21st of September, with them being a minority government and all.
Well, that's it. We're f***ed. I can't even make this shit up anymore.
I hear you, Quick. I hear you. Well, let's take a minute here now to check in with Big Mustache Al on our sports in Tuffnell. BMA, what can you tell us about sports this weekend in Tuffnell?
So apparently, there's a horseshoe tournament in Tuffnell this weekend, and according to the COVID rules, you can only have 10 people at a social gathering. So that means we can only take 5 more people in Tuffnell. So just remember, first come, first served if you think you're a ringer.
Thanks again, BMA. Always right there with what's happening in the community. Watch yourself around them horseshoe players. They can get pretty out of hand sometimes. Well, that does it for our review of May at the Tuffnell at 10. Let's take a minute to remind everybody that the 6th of June 2020 marks the 76th anniversary of the D-Day invasion on the beaches of Normandy, in which 150,000 Allied troops trudged forwards into what was certain death in order to free the world from tyranny, fighting for the freedoms that we have today. An act like this by protesters at the Saskatchewan War Memorial is not something that honors the sacrifice that so many made so that we could enjoy our freedoms today. You should be ashamed of yourselves. And finally, let's close out the program with a look at our extended forecast. BMA, what can you tell us about what we're going to be looking at over the next few days?
Okay, our extended forecast looks like the sun might set tonight, and it might rain or it might not. we get.
Accurate and on point as always. Thanks for that extended forecast, Big Mustache Al. And folks, that's going to do it for us tonight here at the Tuffnell At 10. On behalf of the entire news team, we'd like to thank you for stopping by and enjoy your evening. We'll catch you next time.